So, you're new to e-commerce. Well, lucky for you, so am I. I knew almost nothing about building an online business. So naturally, I wanted to learn e-commerce from a complete beginner's perspective. And let me tell you, it was way harder than I thought it'd be. So of course, I started with Shopify. Now, the reason I want to start with Shopify is probably because it is the biggest name in e-commerce. When you think about starting an online business, odds are you've heard of Shopify. Whether you're building an online store, selling through social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or listing products on marketplaces like Amazon or eBay. So I figured if millions of businesses use it, how hard could it really be? Turns out, pretty hard. As someone who's never built an online store before, I felt like I was starting to learn an entirely new language. Everyone says Shopify is easy, but I quickly realized what they meant was that it was powerful. And powerful doesn't mean easy, especially for a beginner like me. Here's what surprised me. Building a store wasn't just building a store. First, I needed a theme. Then I needed products. Then I needed a supplier. Then I needed apps, lots of apps, SEO, email marketing, reviews, upsells, bundles, analytics, automation. Each feature sounded simple in theory until I realized it usually meant watching another tutorial or downloading another app or paying another monthly subscription. By the time I had everything I thought I needed, I wasn't just paying for Shopify anymore. I was paying for an entire ecosystem. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a reason that Shopify is the industry leader. It is incredibly flexible and it integrates almost everything. And if you're an experienced entrepreneur or have a developer, it is an extremely powerful e-commerce platform. But as someone who has nothing and started from zero, I spent more time figuring out how to build this store than actually thinking about the business I wanted to build. That's when I started wondering, what if the hard part wasn't running an online business? What if the hard part was just getting started? So I decided to try something completely different. Instead of spending hours configuring settings, what if I just could describe the business that I wanted to start and have the store build it for me? And that's where Daybot comes in.
Alright, so we're at daybot.ca. Let's log in. This was a previous chat, but for the purposes of right now, we're just going to be starting a new chat to show you how easy it is to get an e-commerce business up and running. So we just had to tell Daybot what online store we want to build, and so we're going to do fitness store that sells dumbbells, barbells, weights, and adjustable benches for weightlifting. And then just click create store, and the markup we'll do 30%. It's going to take some time to build a store, but to be fair, it does kind of do everything for you. It makes the content, it gives us a description, it optimizes the search engine, makes the website. The only thing it doesn't do though is the checkout, which you're going to have to do through the finance page using Stripe. They do it, the company Daybot does handle it through Stripe, but it doesn't take very long. It's like a 5-step process. When I was doing it, just gotta wait. Alright. Let's tune this real quick. So the store name's Iron Edge Fitness. Built to lift, built to last. Home gym owners and fitness enthusiasts. Yes. Looks good. Now we'll check the online store. Let's see how it looks. Oh, this looks nice. Barbell. Alright. That's good. And then weight plates. Perfect. Dumbbell sets. Perfect. And just like that. And just like that, the store is automatically built. That's pretty neat.